Hi everyone, welcome back to another Full Circle podcast. I'm Dr. Yeager and thanks again for tuning in. Autumn is nearly among us, and it's a perfect time to put away the tank tops and shorts for the season and dust off those jackets from the closet. If you are an outdoorsy person like me, you may delight in brisk fall hikes through the woods and cool autumn night bonfires with friends, with the addition of my ornery yet ever faithful terrier. Of course, spending time outdoors this fall season with your pup doesn't come without potential hazards, especially those of the fungal variety. As the weather gets cooler and the land becomes blanketed by decaying foliage, it's prime time for mushroom growth. It goes without saying that not all mushrooms are safe to eat by you or your dog. In fact, any mushroom you discover in the wild should be thought of as poisonous until proven otherwise. Mushroom toxicity can have a variety of symptoms, and it can take hours to days for these symptoms to manifest. And the scary thing is that just by taste alone, you wouldn't know you were eating something toxic. They may taste just like your regular grocery store mushroom. Let's go through some of these funky fungi together now. The death cap. Now here's a mushroom that doesn't hide behind a name. It does exactly what it implies. The death cap mushroom is one of the deadliest mushrooms in the world, and its ingestion is the most common cause of mushroom toxicity in both people and dogs. Ingesting just a heaping tablespoon is enough to be fatal, and the onset of symptoms from the time of ingestion is 12 to 24 hours. Symptoms begin with your typical GI upset, the usual suspects like vomiting, diarrhea, then followed by fever, rapid heart rate, extreme fatigue, and eventually ending in kidney and liver failure without successful treatment. Even with hospitalization, treatments are not always successful. False morels. Looks can be deceiving. These guys look exactly like the edible morels you may enjoy on top of your steak at home at first glance. Ingesting false morels causes vomiting and diarrhea about 6 to 8 hours after ingestion that passes within a day or so. No treatment may be necessary. Mycena. These mushrooms elicit what we call the SLUD response, which stands for salivation, lacrimation or tearing, urination, and defecation. They can also cause a decreased heart rate, respiratory depression, vomiting, abdominal pain, and visual disturbances. Symptoms typically appear within the first 2 hours of ingestion. Veterinary attention will be necessary to correct the SLUD response. Paxillus. These guys, for the most part, produce mild GI upset along with fatigue, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, with symptoms generally appearing within the first 2 hours of ingestion. Like false morels, symptoms typically resolve without treatment within a day or two. Identifying mushrooms that are safe to eat does require educating yourself on mushroom identification, seeking guidance from a professional, and getting experience in mushroom hunting. Please use great caution when venturing out into the wilderness this fall with your furry friend. Be sure to keep them within eyesight at all times, and do not allow them to roam without supervision. If you believe your dog has ingested wild mushrooms, please seek veterinary attention immediately. Place the suspected mushroom in a paper bag. The plastic ones will degrade the mushroom and make it difficult to properly identify, and bring it with you to the clinic. There is an old saying that there are old mushroom hunters, there are bold mushroom hunters, but never old, bold mushroom hunters. Have a fantastic week, everyone.